The title of this video and this disclaimer are in no joking manner. Please leave Aiden alone and do not harass him publicly. I'm not saying this to defend Aiden or because I think Aiden is innocent. I still think he's wrong for doing everything I called him out for in my last video, including what I'm about to expose him for in this update video. But the reason I'm telling you guys not to harass Aiden is not just because of what I said in the disclaimer. It's also because of something else I'll explain about later on in this video. Well, I think it's about time I give an update regarding the whole Aiden Gilly situation, because a lot has happened since I made my video, and I do want to talk about it. Plus, there are some things from the video that I said that I don't really stand by, and some of the things I did after making the video, I honestly really regret doing. But before I get into all of that, let's begin with some of Aiden's degeneracy that I eventually learned about after making my video on Aiden Gilly. First of all, I have been getting comments from people telling me that Aiden was notorious for often making sexual jokes out of certain people with the intent on insulting them and making them feel uncomfortable. I don't know how legit this is, considering they never showed any kind of proof to prove their accusations against Aiden, but if Aiden did actually say these jokes, then that's pretty messed up of him to do that. Another thing someone told me about after I uploaded my video was that Aiden Gilly also made an NSFW animation that he posted onto his old channel before it got terminated, but was later re-uploaded by David Lokey, who is one of Aiden Gilly's mutuals. Now, at first I was shocked in disbelief that he would do something like this, and rightfully so too, but after really thinking about it, I do still think Aiden should be called out for making this, and I'll explain why. While Aiden is at an age where he can make adult-rated content, when he made that NSFW animation, he didn't have the intent on sharing that video with an adult-rated audience. His intention was to show the video to children, and that's not okay. Children should not be seeing this kind of explicit content. And why Aiden thought it would be a good idea to show that kind of explicit content to children is beyond me. Now, this video was originally uploaded onto his old channel, which got terminated years ago. If the video was never re-uploaded, I honestly wouldn't even have known that Aiden made that animation in the first place. But David Lokey, one of Aiden's mutuals, made the poor decision to re-upload the NSFW animation for whatever reason. I personally think he should also be called out for re-uploading the animation in the first place, especially considering that he was a minor at the time of uploading the video, and is still a minor at the time of me making this video. And that was about it for the other bits of degeneracy that Aiden has committed that I haven't covered in my last video. Now let's get into what happened after the video was released. Aiden did end up seeing my video, and proceeded to comment something I can barely comprehend and understand, and unsurprisingly, his younger fans did get mad at me and proceeded to attack me for what I said in my video. Someone even said I was giving him a false hate base, which is clearly not true. I had every right to call Aiden out on his degenerate actions, and I do think he deserves hate for most of the things he's done. However, I want to talk about what I ended up deciding to do after the video was released, because that's where I f***ed up badly. I talked with one of Aiden's mutuals on Discord and asked them if they could give me Aiden's Discord server link. They did, and I proceeded to join, and ended up getting most of my fans and mutuals to raid his server. This is something I definitely shouldn't have done. I went way too far doing that, and all it did was cause more problems rather than solving any. I should not have gone as hard on Aiden as I did. Raiding his server was definitely not a good idea, and I feel like I really could have handled calling Aiden out much more maturely. Aiden, if you're watching this, I just want to say I'm sorry for raiding your Discord server and causing so much chaos. It was very unprofessional of me to do on my part, and I truly regret it. In fact, here's a lesson for everyone watching this video. Unless the person's an actual criminal or racist, don't harass anybody that's made terrible mistakes, including Aiden Gilly. That will not resolve anything. I suggest simply talking it out with them, then give them some advice on what they can do to improve their actions and behavior, and then move on. If they don't end up improving their online behavior, well then that's on them. This is why I said at the beginning of the video to leave Aiden Gilly alone. Harassing him and causing more chaos on his social media pages will not solve anything or will make him change as a person. And I've learned that. Aiden is not a criminal, and like I said in my last video, he's not as bad as other people I've exposed on YouTube. I do think his actions are forgivable, but I personally think it's best if this whole situation was handled more maturely as it should have been. Aiden, if you're still watching this video, I am open to talk if you feel comfortable talking to me about why you did what you did. If you don't want to talk, then I completely understand. But here's some advice in case if you don't want to talk. Just genuinely apologize to everybody for committing the terrible actions you have committed. I do think your actions are forgivable, and I feel like this situation really could be resolved if you just apologize to the people you've hurt like AidenTV, and to everyone for all of the other bad things you did. Before I end this video, I want to talk about one more thing. It's about where I got part of the title of the last video from, and how it reflected my opinion on Aiden's content. The brain rot part of the title of my last video on Aiden was simply how I viewed his content and why I don't recommend his videos. Just because I said that does not mean you guys don't have to like his videos either. If you guys like Aiden Gilly's content, then that's fine. I'm not forcing any of you to hate his videos, and I'm glad you can enjoy something when I'm not able to. And that's all I have to say about the Aiden Gilly situation for now. I hope you all have a great day, and I'll see you guys next time.